Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to understand the concept of pre-signed URLs. So where it is used and why it is used. Let's understand that. So while first I'll create the bucket. Okay. So this is my bucket name, demo pre-signed 27 July, and I'll disable the versioning for now, and I'll create the bucket. Simple. So this is my bucket. Okay. And once the bucket is created, I will upload a file. Let's upload a single file for now. It is cat2.jpg. We complete it. Okay. Now we'll open this particular cat2.jpg. And see, this is the object URL. So thing is, my bucket is a private bucket. Just keep that in mind. Okay, there is no public access which is available on this bucket. Just to show you this, as far as permissions are concerned, block public access. Okay, so it has blocked all public access. So it's a private bucket. Now, if I open this cat.jpg, I'll just copy this URL or basically click on this one. It is telling me access denied, right? So how do we access this particular object of a private bucket then, right? If I want to give this access or I want someone to view it, right? This particular file, then how do I do that? So there is one option here, which is a pre-signed URL. Okay, so you can go here. So this is the pre-signed URL. Anyone can access the object with this pre-signed URL until it expires, even if the bucket and the object are private. Okay, so this is just a time-bound URL which you can access and anyone can access with the same URL. So I'll just give 2 minutes or say 3 minutes. Let's take 3 minutes. Now I create the pre-signed URL. If I copy this, if I click here, see, I can open the file now using the pre-signed URL. And if I look at the content of the pre-signed URL, right here, you can clearly see it is giving date and time as well. It expires in 180 seconds. Okay, and the date and time when it was created, based on that, it will understand that okay, this is valid only till 180 seconds, which is here 3 minutes, which we had actually set, right? And then we also have the token part. More important things to keep in mind about this is if I basically update or basically rename, right? If I rename the object, if I delete the object, then my pre-signed URLs won't work. We'll just try to demo that thing. Okay. As you can see, after 180 seconds, it is telling request has expired. Okay. So this is how this pre-signed URL will work. So there is a time bound access that you can do. Now, let me again create a pre-signed URL again for 3 minutes. I'll copy this and I'll just show that in the incognito mode too, it works fine. Okay. So it can be accessed anywhere. That is what I wanted to show. Now, let's do one more thing. Uh, I'll just open this URL. It's working now. Now I'll rename this object. I'll rename this to cat22. Let me do that. Now cat2.jpg is not present. Cat22.jpg is present. So what will happen? Because the object key has changed. As you can see, it gives me the messages. Specified key does not exist. So this is an important thing to keep in mind. And similarly, now what I will do is I'll just rename it back to cat2. What will happen? Let's check this out. As you can see here, now it works fine, right? So if you rename it back, if the object is key is available, then it will work fine. And suppose if you delete this object, then obviously you will get the specified key is not existing. That would be a error. You can see it says specified key does not exist. Now suppose um, if I change the property of this bucket, I'll enable the versioning here. If I enable the versioning, so what will happen ideally? Say suppose if I do an upload here, again I'll take cat2 and let me upload it. If I go here, I can see the version, right? Version of this particular cat.jpg. Here, if I create a uh, pre-signed URL, right? See, with console and with AWS CLI as well, just keep one thing in mind. You cannot have a version specific pre-signed URL, but in using SDK, then you can pass the version ID as well. Okay. So that is one thing that you need to keep in mind. So you can do a pre-signed URL for the particular version of the object, but that is possible only through SDK, not via the AWS CLI and not via the console. Okay, so I'll not demo that. I'll demo it separately in some other video. For now, I just wanted to pass this information. Otherwise, rest everything remains the same. I'll also just show one more thing about the bucket policy. So what happens if I restrict the bucket policy? Okay. Now what I have done is I have put a random blocker basically. I just explain what is the bucket policy. So what I'm saying is deny all the principles, get object on resource pre-signed URL. And what is the condition? If the IP address is not this particular, this is a random IP address. Okay. If the IP address is not this one, then deny everything. So this is not my IP address. So ideally, it should not allow the pre-signed URL to me, the access to pre-signed URL. Let's try this out. If I open this, see it is clearly saying root is not authorized to perform because there is an explicit deny in the resource policy. So it is clearly saying this that there is a problem. Now this is my IP address. So what I will do is I will just update my IP address in the resource policy. We save it. So I updated the bucket policy allowing access to my IP address. Now let me try again. See, it worked now. So we were able to do it for my IP address. So this is how the pre-signed URL works. So thank you so much. Have a good day.